Previously on Saratoga Lights.
Your friend stopped by today.
Who?
Can I trouble you for a glass of water? It sure is hot out here.
Nathan, I think his name was.
You need a ride?
No, I'm just up here.
What? You're right up here? I'm right over there on Bronx. Guess that makes us neighbors.
Can I help you, mister? Or are you just flapping your lips like some kind of fool?
May I speak to the man of the household?
He's not home.
Well, it's a shame.
Saratoga Lights, Season 3, Episode 4, Down in the Oilfield. Mark 80 chains bearing north, 25 degrees east, lock. North 25 east, north 25 east, north 25 east. Sanford repeats the measurements incessantly, flipping through the leather-bound ledger past line after line of pencil-scrawled data, each one almost indiscernible from the next. Finally, a blank line appears and he scribbles the measurement, finally releasing it from his memory. Mark 80 chains bearing north 25 degrees east. Sanford stopped at the corner store this morning and picked up the reddest, plumpest apple of the bunch, even getting a reassurance from the clerk that it had been delivered fresh moments before he had arrived. A lie, Sanford realizes, as he chokes up the rotten mash well hidden at his core.
Whoa, you okay?
Sanford looks up to see Arthur.
You shouldn't sneak up on people around these parts.
Sorry, neighbor. You right there?
Yeah, I just got caught in my throat.
Arthur nods in acknowledgement.
Something I can help you with, Arthur?
No.
You just happened to wander back into my grid again after I told you
Have a
not
drink
to?
with me?
What?
Will you have a drink with me?
Here and now?
No, after work. Old Mitchell's bar.
Sanford's natural instinct is to deflect the invitation, or flat out decline anything resembling a social event. But he sees the desperation in Arthur's eyes. Something's not right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, back to it.
Arthur offers a forced smile, one that's false, before turning and making his way back through a clearing that he had previously forged.
You don't have any of your gear with you?
Yeah. It's been one of those days.
Bonnie walks up the steps to the back porch, holding 2 paper sacks from Bruce's groceries. She reaches for the handle on the screen door, careful not to drop the bags. She manages to get the door open and uses her knee to prop it open as she readjusts the bags in her hand. Jackie runs out the door.
Shoot.
Bonnie quickly puts the groceries on the table and rushes out after the cat as it runs down Rourke towards the woods.
Jackie!
Damn cat, always running off. Bonnie loses sight of it, but dutifully pursues it into the woods, calling out to the animal as she tries to avoid stumbling on the underbrush.
Come here, girl!
Bonnie walks into a clearing and sees the remains of her old family cabin. Unless you knew it was there to begin with, you might not recognize the few remaining pieces of the southern wall, or the old tree house that her dad built for them, now decayed into a couple of rotten boards dangling from a set of long-leaf pines. Except for the few remaining pieces of the structure littering the ground or a random tin can half buried, you might not know there was once life on this site.
Jackie!
What was that? Out of the corner of her eye, she sees a figure move. There, by the tree line, a young woman stands, plainly dressed and holding a small bunch of wildflowers. Bonnie jumps, surprised by the appearance of another person out here.
You gave me a fright.
Me too. I wasn't expecting to see anyone else out here.
Bonnie looks around, trying to spot the gray coat of her cat against the dry grass, but to no avail.
Have you by chance seen a cat running around out here?
I don't believe I have.
The milk is just sitting on the table, probably going bad, and this cat has me running around out here in my sandals, she thinks to herself.
Did you lose one of your babies?
She ran out while I was carrying my groceries.
Oh, no.
Jackie!
I'm sure she'll return home whenever she's good and ready.
If she can find her way.
They say most animals have an innate sense of direction, much more refined than yours or mine. This one time, we went out to that big shopping center in Beaumont and took the dog with us because we were going to be gone all day. But when we got there, poor Buster just hopped out of the car and ran away. Thought we'd never see him again. But when we got back home, he was already there. Must have ran 17 miles. Daddy still hit him for being stupid. I hope you don't hit your baby, though.
What's your business out here?
My business?
Yes, your business. I've told you mine. Now why are you out here?
Did I upset you?
You're too familiar.
The girl nods to the Oilfield cemetery, about half a mile to the east, where the clearings open up to a small collection of headstones characterized by their plain, modest appearance. So named for the derricks and tanks that keep watch over the deceased.
I was getting flowers for my mom. She likes wildflowers.
I'm sorry. My daughter is buried there as well.
What happened to her?
It was an automobile accident.
Cancer. My mom. They couldn't cut it out of her.
The girl offers half of the flowers to Bonnie, picking out the most vibrant purple and red of the bunch.
For your little girl.
Bonnie takes the flowers from her.
Who doesn't like flowers?
Together they walk toward the cemetery to pay their respects. The wind picks up and shakes the trees that surround them.
The doctors gave her 12 months to live. She made it 3.
That's awful.
Did you know her? Cecilia Reynolds?
Bonnie shakes her head.
Yeah, not many people did. She kept to herself mostly. People thought she was a witch.
What do you mean?
That's just what I heard at the funeral. People thought it was weird that she never went outside, and I guess they felt comfortable enough sharing that with me now that she's gone. Grief has no schedule on when it may begin, nor any limit to when it may finally end. For you
expect to see their smiling face behind every door, only to be disappointed time and time again.
They told us that at the funeral, too. I guess it's supposed to make you feel better.
As they pass through the gate to the cemetery, the stranger walks over to the back corner and stands in front of a small granite headstone, one that hasn't been subjected to years of weathering by the elements. Bonnie watches her from afar as she places the flowers on the grave before turning to her own business. To the right, she slowly drifts down a row of headstones before arriving at her daughter's place of rest. A small marble slab, modest even by the standards of the Oilfield. Laying atop the dry grass marks the grave of her little girl. Engraved beneath the name and relevant dates on the stone is a simple prayer to hope for the sunshine tomorrow.
I used to hear that song a lot growing up.
The stranger appears beside Bonnie and acknowledges the verse on the marker.
Whispering hope. Hey, I don't mean to be so forward, but do you want to join me for lunch? The Whippoorwill has a tuna melt to die for.
Thank you for the invitation.
Bonnie falters as she struggles to recall the girl's name. Her face blushes as she replays the interaction in her mind, searching for the relevant piece of information.
Whoa, Earth to Bonnie. You okay?
Yes, sorry.
You don't remember my name, do you?
I apologize. I'm all out of sorts today.
I thought we really shared a moment there. Dead mom, dead daughter.
We did.
Betty. Bertie. How about coffee tomorrow? Buy me a cup, and I'll forget this whole name thing ever happened. 10 o'clock.
I'll be there.
Betty steps forward and wraps her arms around Bonnie lovingly. Bonnie doesn't know how to respond other than to reciprocate. She can hear the girl crying, her face buried in Bonnie's shoulder.
Sorry, I needed a friend today. It was really nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Betty walks down the dirt road that runs in front of the cemetery, back towards town, leaving Bonnie alone. She watches her disappear around the bend before returning to the marker, brushing away the dust and dirt, and gently placing the impromptu bouquet on the marble. The world keeps turning. Bonnie gets older and older, but here, in this moment and place, is where she experiences the motherhood that was stolen from her. This is their communion, the sharing of herself with her daughter, down in the Oilfield. Bonnie walks back to her house through the yard as the sun sets fast around her. She can smell the burning of trash as the smoke from Barbara's burn pit wafts southward. As she opens the back door and meanders through the kitchen, she quickly turns and sees the cat sitting in the hall leading to the bathroom. In front of her lies the bloody mess of a dead bird.
Asshole.
This was in Texas. Saratoga Lights is written and directed by Randall LaRue. Audio recording and engineering by Matthew David Rudd. Music by Randy Reynolds. This episode features the voice talents of Caitlin Elizabeth, Heath Allen, Brenna Thornton, Randall LaRue, and Matthew David Rudd. Until next time.
Excuse me.